Ready? Alright everyone, what's the most important part of any vlog?
Coffee!
Coffee. What are you doing? Alright, well, welcome back, I guess, to the old YouTube channel that we fired up again. We got me and goofball Tippett, and then Mama's going to get you a bone. We're firing up the old YouTube channel again, so I'm sure you are all just as curious as I am to see where this channel's gonna go. I've missed it. I've missed vlogging for a couple years now. Life's been kind of chaotic. Moved out to Georgia, been running a restaurant with Lo for the last 5 years, and then the last year we moved down here to Florida, so we're living a whole different beach life now and doing a bunch of fun stuff, and felt like we should get the YouTube going again. I miss the accountability that it always had me involved in doing a lot of active things. I feel like we have a pretty fun routine down here and something different every day, so I think we need to get it going again. I got a GoPro again, which is crazy. I promise to not just GoPro vlog everything. But yeah, we're gonna start this video getting coffee like we always do. So anyone that's carried over from the old car vlogs, we're starting with coffee. We all know that's the most important part of it. Yeah, so the first 2 or 3 vlogs are just kind of gonna be weird, getting into the flow of it, getting figuring equipment out. But then yeah, I mean, we'll get fly fishing in the video here. We'll do a bunch of old Defender stuff. I've still got my motorcycles. I think we're actually gonna work on one of them today or tomorrow and reseal the casing on it. We've got to run some stuff down to old Florida Outfitters. I need to reline a reel and set up a new 12-weight. So I don't know, run around the beach, do some beach stuff and see where it goes. The nectar of the gods.
I don't know where that's at. So you get an amazing Americano.
Love it.
And that is our espresso from Guatemala, Tanzania, Africa,
Love it.
and India. Cherry.
Not so.
I got this.
What's our spread?
Super good at this.
I got
It's a latte?
latte.
It's a latte.
It's a latte. Everything's a
Lo
latte.
has her own button for that latte.
Technically.
With, oh really? Yeah. That's why we got her.
Okay, so we've decided while we're sitting here, and every 10 seconds someone walks by has to come and pet Tippett. So we decided on behalf of the YouTube channel, she's gonna be named
Audience retention.
She's gonna be named Audience Retention.
AKA Audie.
So every 2.5 minutes in every vlog from now on, we'll just pan to Tippett for audience retention so that you guys all stay focused on the video. See? Audie the Aussie audience retention puppy. Okay, came back from coffee. Weather got a little weird because I was going to try and take the paddleboard out and go fly fish the bay today, but it ain't looking good. So I have new gaskets and fork oil for some of the motorcycle projects I'm working on, so I'm gonna hop in here and work on that. Puppies are going a little crazy in here right now. They're the shop dogs right now. WWE shop dogs. This is the 250 project. It's a 1976 XL 250. It's actually the exact same bike that I grew up on that my dad had. So I learned to ride on this bike. My mom had a Yamaha 175 2-stroke that was awesome. It was pink. That was the other bike, so I found this bike since, and I've been rebuilding it. Went all through the lower end, went through that, wheels, tires, all of it. We're just down to blinkers, and then I need to redo the casing on the clutch side over here. It has still been leaking oil. You guys are distracting a little bit. What are you doing? So redo gasket on this clutch side, get that to stop leaking oil. I just redid air filter in this and clutch oil, gear oil. So this is good to go. I need to go run that, make sure that's running okay. The 250 class just about to run for the second heat. So we'll watch that, work on the bikes, try and make something out of the blown out fishing day. This is the gasket that we're gonna slap on there. Now I put a new one on this 2 months back and it's had a really slow leak out of it, so I did all new bolts and screws in there. So we'll rip the skid plate off, rip the casing off, see how fast we can get into there, new gasket on, rip it around the block and see if it's still leaking. We were leaking somewhere right out along the bottom where those 3 bolts are, which lined up right there with that little mark. I think that was some of the old gasket that actually got left on there. You can see it sitting right there. Get that old gasket off, might have to razor blade it off, we'll see. And then new gasket on, seal it up. Okay, I'm cooking. It's kind of hot in here. But we are all back together. Shifter, foot pegs on, skid plates back on. Oh, just kidding. Everything except clutch cable. Hook that back on, and we got it all done before they completed lap 1 of the 450 Moto 2. Next part of the day, I have a new 12 weight Hydros Orvis reel. This is gonna go on my 12 weight setup for like tarpon and jacks. That's the Douglas 12 weight that we'll open up later and put on. But we need, let's see, get through all the really important stickers and flights. Shout out Michael tying me those. Okay, so 12 weight. We're either going, this is a 12 weight saltwater tropic. I think this is a warm one. But that's the Orvis Pro line, which I have not used the Pro line yet. So I've been wanting to use that. 10 weight, 7 weight, 10 weight, 5 weight, 5 weight, 4 weight, 3 weight. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go saltwater, tropic, 12 weight, and it's the Orvis Pro line. So kind of excited to use this one. I thought I had a Scientific Anglers one I was gonna try, but that'll do. If you know me, you know we gotta get a cold start. Good morning, neighbors. We had a big mistake before we got to Old Florida. We haven't done coffee in this part of the vlog yet, so coffee and then, you know. Look at that. Mojo pork. That's a cool shot. Wanna go to the beach? We have one more side detour before we do the original plan. We got lucky, so it's a lottery system. It's right here at Grayton Beach, and It's a lottery system that thousands and thousands of people enter into. And then they literally do an old spinny cage wheel.
Bingo.
And draw out what, how many, 125 names? 150 names.
Of residents only.
Yeah, residents only with a registered card to your address. They get a beach permit. And we got lucky first year on the old Defender and got a beach permit for it. So this is the entrance to it. So we were just getting coffee right there around the corner. You can drive right through onto the beach. So just wanted to kind of come check it out, see how soft the sand is. It just rained last night. Obviously, because we're doing this in an old 1995 Defender, it's lived a very long 265,000 miles.
And a lot of salt.
So we're just kind of scoping out, seeing what it looks like. I think by next week we're gonna try and run it down here. We got puppies sitting on top of cars down here. I don't know how far that way goes, but not very far. It's just this little section of beach, and that's the only spot. Yeah, we're really excited to take the puppies out here, and Tippett's first beach days get to be from the truck.
Real good. This machine's like 25 years old.
Do a little orange backing. You guys got some goodies in here right now?
Yeah, see the makeup?
Yeah.
I can eyeball something now.
That's nice. Clean.
It's absolutely
that.
perfect.
Brian hooked it up in there, got us all set up. We got orange on blue. So we got 12-weight reel set up. We'll go get that on the rod, and then he also hooked it up on some tarpon flies. Cracked in real quick to the new Douglas rod. This is the 12-weight. See how this looks. So this is the Douglas Sky G in the 12-weight. That's probably the nicest tube I've had out of all my fly rods so far. This rod is pretty much going to be my tarpon and jack rod, and if we go do like some huge reds or something, but I have obviously a couple of 9-weight setups at this point, but I don't have anything bigger than that. Also, huge shout out to Brian at Old Florida hooking us up on getting the backing on an early Sunday morning. He took care of us. That looks nice. I like that. That cork feels so nice on there. I'm gonna run inside, grab the GoPro now that the sun is out, and we'll hop on the old 250 here, go do a run around the block and see if we're leaking oil. All right, I guess 2 kicks it'll start, maybe 3. Low says 2, I say 2. It's probably 3. Not 2. 3. She runs good though. Chain got really loose on me since last time, so so I need to bump these out. It was pretty loose. Clutch is a little weird. It got pretty soft. We're not running oil out the side of it. It's doing okay. I love this bike though. It's such a fun bike, and the sound of it just brings back all the childhood memories. Okay guys, that is where I'm going to call it the end on this vlog. I feel like we've been all over and done a million things in the last 2 days. Like I said, obviously these first couple are gonna be a little weird, a little all over the place, figuring out gear, mics, style that we want. I am hoping in the next 2 or 3 videos we actually get to take the Defender out to the beach for the first time. I'm finishing up some work on that, and then we'll have that back. I've got a couple other things we'll work on here in the driveway. I need to rebuild both front and rear diffs on that, as well as the clutch. So that's got a lot of work we'll do with it, but hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll try and get out and go fly fish the next time, either breaking the 12 weight or take the paddleboard out to the bay. To everyone who was here from a couple years ago, I know it's a little different pace. We'll still get some cars in there. They're gonna be a little older cars, like Defenders and stuff like that. But I don't know, we're just gonna roll with it, see where it goes. It's a whole different life I'm living right now, but there's too many good things happening not to bring back the old YouTube with it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't hate on the first couple too much. They're just fun test ones, and see you in the next one.